right, guys, winter weather is back, and this time it's coming with a vengeance. All right, it's coming at you raw dog. All right, it's going to take off the rubber, and it's going to give you something that's going to leave it feeling pleasurable and leave you with confused sexual feelings for a very, very long time. All right, now if you live in pretty much this part of Virginia, all right, you're going to die. All right, there's no other way to say this. All right, and I wish I could say it in a different way. I can't. You're pretty much going to die. So and it's gonna kill you in a savage manner. All right, it's not gonna pull any punches. All right, it's gonna really humiliate you. It's gonna take you out. It's gonna drag you out naked through the town, sodomize you like they did that Gaddafi guy. It's not going to be pretty. So the best thing you're going to want to do if you live in this area right here is probably you're going to want to take yourself out. All right, that's the best thing you can possibly do. So what you want to do is you're going to want to take out the kids first. You definitely want to take out the kids first because you don't want them to see what you're about to do. Then you're going to go and you're going to take the wife out for no other reason than she's been a bitch and she blew that Puerto Rican guy at that Pearl Jam concert. So you just want to get her the fuck out of the way. All right, that's really the only reason. All right, and then for the rest of us living in this area, we're going to want to raid those homes. We're going to want to crash into the bedrooms, check underneath the mattresses, look in the sock drawers. All right. Sometimes there's this little if you look at the electrical outlets, if you unscrew the electrical outlets, there's these little. They're actually fake, and they put drugs in there. And you're going to find all the drugs that they have: medicine cabinets, shoes. Check the baby's diapers too. A lot of people put drugs in the baby's diapers. You're going to take those drugs. You want to give them to me. All right, and then I can help. No, all right. Now listen. All right, now a lot of you out there are going, hey Bryan, what, you're not a licensed registered meteorologist. You can't predict the weather. Well, neither can licensed registered meteorologists. And in fact, that's the only job that you can have that you are allowed to be wrong at all the time. You're allowed to essentially not be good at that job and continue to have that job. All right, I got fired from a news station. All right, for my car breaking down. Meanwhile, the fucking weather lady's being wrong all the time and continues to make six figures. Right? They don't make shit there. They really don't. That's why they're miserable people. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about my days at the news because it would drive you crazy to know the things that I know. But this is the banterverse. This is a beautiful ooh, look at that spin. I made that. See, I'm trying to make something a little different here for the people out there. If you knew how much time I put into trying to entertain you people, you selfish bastards, you'd be quite sickened. But let's see here. We got so Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and for those of you without a Valentine's, we recommend you try Roofie Red from our friends at takeadate.com. All right, now just one tablet in her drink, and you'll be set for the whole night with Roofie Red. But is this a date rape drug? Is our sponsor a date rape drug? At what point would you think that having a sponsor called Roofie Red would be a good idea? That's not a good look for me, man. I still got those pending charges. I'm a person of interest in some of those cases. How much did they pay us? Oh, well, that's... I mean, hell, try Roofie Red. I mean, what's the worst case? The worst thing that's going to happen is that she's going to remember and she's going to call the cops on you. All right, that's a misdemeanor. That's got to be that's more than likely a misdemeanor charge now, I think. No, I'm not telling you guys to go out and date rape on Valentine's Day, but I'm just saying there's a product here that paid us a lot of money to tell you that if you wanted to do that, you could do it. I'm not saying do that. I am totally against date rape. All right, I've never had to date rape. I don't plan on having to date rape. All right, but if you wanted to date rape, you could try Roofie Red. It's from our friends at takeadate.com, who's paying us quite a bit for that spot. So, and in the end of the day, the almighty dollar talks. All right, it's not my fault. Don't get mad at me. These are my sponsors. All right, the way this works, you get mad at me and my sponsors get pulled. This is the other way around. All right, you can get mad at the sponsor all the fuck you want. All right, you can't get mad at me for giving you the spot. All right, you people wanted capitalism, you get capitalism. All right, that's capitalism. So I've just sit here and I've got to make sure that the audio and the video sync up because we're using 2026 technology. This is not a gun, by the way. This is just a lighter. I'll just use this as a lighter, but it does scare the mice when they see me hold it. So you have quite a hell of a mouse problem down here. I would say upwards of 200 to 300 mice in this basement. It's just because it's cold, And I don't like them. And that kind of gets me onto a subject of great importance to me. And that's just a list of shit that's pissing me off. We're going to go ahead and throw a graphic up. List of shit that's pissing me off. All right. One thing is the fact that we're in 2026 and I can't just goddamn get a video and a fucking audio thing to work at the same goddamn time. And I got dogs. Hear the dogs? I can't speak too loud because these goddamn chihuahuas stop barking. Usually, if you yell at them, it usually scares them, and they'll stop barking. And sometimes it doesn't, and then you just lose your mind. But yeah, basically, every day that I'm alive in 2026, I'm pissed off because we're being gaslit, ladies and gentlemen. We're being gaslit on every single possible level. All right, and in one way this is happening, it's two-step verification. Let me tell you something, folks. If there is a step past the second step in two-step authentication, it's not 2 steps. That's 3 steps. That is 3 steps. Why do I have a face login? I got a Google password manager. I got an iPhone password manager. I got an Android password manager. I've got passwords saved. I've got thumbprints. But yet I still have to do 2-step verification. I don't need 2-step. I don't need 1-step verification. I don't give a fuck if you get it and see my goddamn election bill. Pay it for me. Pay it for me. Please, by all means, hack my goddamn AppCo account and pay the fucking thing. Because God knows I can't. God knows I can't. And neither can you. And you're being gaslit. All right? If I have a face ID if I can scan my face and it's supposed to just let me, then make it work. For the love of God, make it work. Just scan my face and let me in to the portal of beautiful accounts that I have to make. I have to make 300. I have 350 accounts on my Google account. Because every website that I goddamn go to, I have to make an account. Why? Just make one account. Use the fucking Google account for all the accounts. Sorry for yelling. I'm sorry for yelling. Next thing that's pissing me off is fire safety cigarettes. Why is it 15 seconds go by, I have to relight my cigarette? How many people are burning to death and dying in a fire a year? 30,000? 40,000? It's a small number. Who gives a shit? Fuck them. I get in a mid-conversation, I look down, I gotta light my cigarette again. Who gives a shit if these people are falling asleep with their cigarettes in their mouths? Let them burn! Let them burn! Doctor says my blood pressure is getting high. I'm turning red. I'm red most of the time, and it's not my fault. This is not my fault, people. Don't get mad. Look, I'm just some crazy maniac screaming on the television sets, on your hand phone, on your BlackBerry, Blueberry, Boysenberry, whatever the fuck you got. All right, I'm not just some maniac here. All right? You people are feeling it too. All right, you're feeling it too because you're being gaslit. They know damn well that we don't need 2 steps and 3 steps and 4 steps to get into a goddamn Pornhub account that you can't even watch anyway. You can't even watch it. Because they know we're not going to say a goddamn word about it. Well, I want to say something about it, damn it. I want to say something about it. I'm saying something about it right now. Someone's got to say something about it because you motherfuckers ain't going to say nothing about it. Ain't going to say nothing about it at all. I'm sick of being upset all the time, man. I'm upset constantly because we're being gaslit. We're being gaslit. You know how else we're being gaslit? It's not just 2-step verifications and having to make all these goddamn accounts for no reason. Have a face ID and have to make another account to log into and a password. The password never works. All of a sudden you log into your phone and all the accounts are offline. You don't know why. They know why. They're trying to break us, people. They're trying to break us. I'm not going to cry on the program. In fact, I can't cry. I've tried to cry. I can't do it anymore because this world broke me a long time ago. It broke me a long time ago. It broke me like my next complaint here. The other thing that's just really fucking pissing me off is poor people. Poor people. Come on. Now I'm talking about broke people. All right, we're all broke. We're all broke because for some reason we decided to vote for Joe Biden. And can we talk about something here? We all collectively agree that Joe Biden was pretty much a nightmare because nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it. We just kind of let that go. And we can talk about new things now. We can complain about. I'm not trying to pick sides. I'm just trying to say that really fucking sucked. Did it not suck? Come on, guys. It sucked. It sucked. I'm not saying the next 4 years are going to be better. I'm telling you right now though, that shit sucked. All right? And so we're all broke, but we're not poor. All right? Poor people. Come on, man. You know, I'm sitting there, I'm driving down the street. I got to stop at an intersection and then I have to have an awkward situation where I'm parked at the beginning of this long row of cars because traffic's outrageous. Traffic's outrageous. Don't get me started on that. And then there's a poor person there. What am I going to do with that? He's looking at me. I can feel him. I'm looking forward. I'm cranking up my Billy Ray Cyrus, my fucking Gnarls Barkley. Who's the chick with the it's a dude, but he's a chick, and he sings those songs about sex. Kim Petras, turning up my Kim Petras. All right, I gotta sit there and turn up my Kim Petras because I don't want to look to the left because I can feel them. You know, I thought we did something about this. Poor people. I thought, but you know what we did in the 90s? Back in the 90s, we had a cliff, and we put a dollar bill at the edge of the cliff, and they just walked off the cliff. All right, we can't be having poor people around here, guys. It's bad for our look. It's bad for our image. All right, whatever happened to the paddy wagon that would pull up and just throw them in the back, take them to the nut house? Poor people. And then now I know I have to round up every order at McDonald's because somebody got addicted to heroin. That's not my fault. It's not my fault. You handle your heroin like a man, like the rest of us. All right, you don't see me and the rest of the gang sitting there on the side of the road asking for money for heroin. No, we work our day jobs and we buy our heroin the responsible way. The way our godfathers and our grandfathers and our forefathers and all the fathers that came back, all the fathers that came back after going out to get the milk. We do it that way. All right, what the hell are we doing here in America that we're getting addicted to heroin and then we're getting poor because of it? For the love of God, if the heroin isn't enhancing your life, then move on to meth like a normal human being. What are we doing here, guys? What are we doing? We don't do drugs to get poor. We do drugs to get rich. I think. That's why I do. I don't know. That's why I was doing them. I don't know about anybody else. I'm just saying. Listen, I'm not saying that we should eradicate the poor people, but I do say that we should stop making them. And yeah, we should probably eradicate the ones. Have you really ever liked a poor person? Have you ever met a poor person? Let me tell you something. There's a homeless man lives down the street here. I mean McCroger. His name's Smiley. All right, that is not a poor man. That is a broke man. That is a man that's been broken by a system that threw him overboard 20 fucking years ago. All right, and I talk about my problems, and he asks me questions. All right, I ask if he's okay. I give him $10, and then he asks me if I'm okay. He offers to give me money that he doesn't have. That's not a poor person. That is a broke motherfucker, broke by a system. I'm talking about the poor people. No one wants to hang out. No one invites the poor guy to the party. I know this poor guy. But he's chill. He's cool though. That never happens. That's never gonna happen. Because poor people aren't cool. We gotta get rid of the poor people. All right, and they smell funny. They smell funny, and most of you people smell funny. But to be honest with you, most of white America smells fucking terrible. All right, I don't know what the hell you guys are doing, but you all smell like wet dogs. When it rains outside, and I go into a Walmart, I have to put on one of those damn COVID masks. Look like a damn jabroni because you white people smell terrible. Black people, you smell fantastic, by the way. You guys are still top notch in hygiene. I don't know what the hell you guys are using. I've been told cocoa butter, but it's more than that. It's an American excellence that the black people have that we don't have. White people, you've got to start smelling better. You got to start smelling better. I don't want to go and buy fucking. I don't want to get my cheese and my bread and my milk and have to smell wet dog white people. It's going to take more than a shower. It's going to take more than a shower. The shower is probably what's making you smell bad. It's all the soaps and the condition. Stop taking those things. All right, just throw some fucking water on your armpits and your asshole and your crotch and your teeth and all that, and just do better, white people. Do better. And maybe it's what you're eating. It gotta be what you're eating. Because let me tell you this. I looked in my son's food here, and I found this right here. This is called a fruit roll-up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a fruit roll-up. It's wrapped up in plastic. Well, first and foremost, why is my child eating snacks that appear to unwrap like that of a sexual contraception? And are we? What is? Look at this. What is this? Watch me. Watch this. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? This is what the hell is this? This is not food. Hey, that's delicious, actually. That's really good. It's got little hearts and like little little horns. It's actually really good. What the hell is it made out of? This can't be. This is some kind of shit that's left over after they make nuclear bombs. That's what this is. And we didn't know what to do with it. We said, I will throw it in a fucking kid's snack pack. They'll eat it. They'll eat it because they're white people and they'll eat anything. See, white people, you got to up your games. All right. I've been hanging out with the black people for like 15 years now, and they're much better people than you guys are. I'll be honest with you. I don't eat this shit. But the more I bite into it, the more I do kind of enjoy it. But that's because I'm white. And I don't know what the fuck I don't know what I'm eating. I don't know what I'm doing. I just eat shit. And my heart's starting to hurt. And I think my heart's starting to hurt a little bit. This is why you can't leave me on the broadcast alone to ramble here, because I'm gonna tell you this. You have a co-host. Co-host has to work. Someone has to work. They can't be down here doing this shit. Now we do have sponsors, of course. They may be date rape drugs, as I found out, which someone's getting fired over. Someone's getting fired over that. Yes, I'm talking about you. You made a date rape drug our sponsor, for God's sakes. What do you think I'm going to let that pass? Well, I'll try one, and if I get date raped, then we'll keep it. But I'll be goddamn, we're going to have date rape drug sponsors that don't work. That's all I need. That's why I got a date rape drug sponsor, then I got a date rape drug sponsor that the product doesn't even work. That's a double whammy. That's a double whammy. I went to McDonald's today. McDonald's today. Like I do every day. Because I eat shit. The things I eat are terrible. Because, again, I'm a white person. That's what we do. We eat terrible things. And for some reason, every McDonald's can't understand any words that I'm saying. Their intercom system. And finally, I flipped out. I started yelling at him. Am I mumbling? Am I mumbling? Do you hear me mumbling on this? I don't hear myself mumbling. But apparently, I'm mumbling all the time. Because they have this stupid app that doesn't load. So first you get up to the drive-thru. You open up your fucking app. All right? It doesn't load. They ask you, hey, do you have an app? Do you have an app code? Yes, I do. Give me a second. Give me a second, please. All right? And then it takes forever. They ask you again. So you get more irritated. Your app just sucks, pal. Your app is shit. And I say that. I talk just like that because these kids need to fucking hear what real language is about. All right. Then I give them the code 1702. It's not. I don't know if it's 1702. It's an example. 1702. What's that? 1702. All right. Well, what would you like? I have to repeat everything 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. It's like 2-step fucking authentication everywhere I go. And I yelled at this poor person. I yelled at him. I was that man. But I asked for a strawberry pie. This motherfucker said strawberry ice. What do you mean strawberry ice? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, McDonald's. It's gaslighting is what it is. It's the rise of narcissism in this country. It's everywhere. They're fucking with us. They're fucking with us, and they're feeding us this shit. It gets harder to eat as you get to, why am I still eating this? I've been feeding my child this? Fucking fruit roll up? My appendix feels like it's going to burst immediately. And you guys say smoking's bad for you. Go fuck yourselves. All right? Go fuck yourselves. All right? This shit's keeping me alive. You can say whatever you want to. You can get on there and you can do your fake coughs when I walk by you. I know you motherfuckers. I was in Pennsylvania one time, sitting there smoking out by the Liberty Bell or something. I don't know what the fuck it was. And this 12-year-old girl walked past me and she went, I almost punched a 12-year-old girl right in the ovary. And I wouldn't have felt bad about it at all. In fact, I would have bragged about it right now. The fact that I can't brag about it, that I didn't do it, upsets me. It upsets me that I didn't punch a 12-year-old girl in the ovary, because that deserves a punch in the ovary. That does. You guys are sitting there in the city of fucking Pittsburgh with semi trucks, just blowing out carbon monoxide all over the place. You're gonna try to tell me that doesn't fucking cause no goddamn cancer? Go fuck yourselves. All right, this is the kind of shit that pisses me off. This is the kind of shit that pisses me off. This is the last thing that's been driving me fucking crazy. Salem, Virginia. Salem, Virginia, we have a long history. All right, back in 2021, I opened up a studio called Aberration Music. And there was a man named Klonopin Man that was a part of that. He was a man with no teeth. He claims that he did all of that. He did nothing. In fact, he just kind of sat back and watched me do it all while he tried to gaslight me. He's a narcissistic piece of shit. You know who he is. He used to walk around the pizza den and be so whacked up out of his mind that I think he thought, I don't know what he thought he was. I'll be honest with you. I'm not really sure. But long story short, I opened up. It was a studio in a venue. You may have heard about this. All right. And I got delayed for 8 months because the city of Salem wanted to plant a tree. Now, I'm going to take you to this tree on an episode. But they wanted to plant zoning. I had to plant a fucking tree. That goddamn tree 4 years later has not grown at all. They planted the fucking tree in the middle of December. In the middle of December, it's still not grown. That was an $8,000 fucking tree. An $8,000 tree. You know what Salem City did? My car broke down. And had a man with one leg down the street here. Claimed to fix it up. So I took it on a test drive and it broke down on me. So I walked up this fucking mountain that I live on. I have to live on this mountain because I have to stay away from the narcissistic assholes on the bottom of the mountain. Come back an hour later with a mechanic friend, Mr. Nathan Atkins, a man closer to God than you can ever dream to be. And the car was gone because the car was out in front of a house for an hour. City of Salem towed it. And they wanted $700 from the towing company. Now, mind you, when I finally found the car, I get to the car, and not only do they want $700, that's DUI prices. That is DUI prices. All right, I just fucking, I had like a fucking O-ring that I needed to replace, for God's sakes. This does not need to be $700 here. I get in there, my wallet is gone, and they've stolen shit out of the car. And I called the lady. And I said, well, you guys stole my vehicle, and now you've stolen my wallet, and you've stolen equipment. You've stolen product. You've stolen merchandise out of the vehicle. She got very mad at me. She told me to leave. I did not leave. So then I had to get a new car. Another friend of mine helped me out of a jam. Mr. Connor Klauser, Mr. Nito Baby, gave me a car. He didn't give me a car. We traded. We didn't trade sexual favors for the car, but we did trade yarbs and nunkets and things of that nature, like they did back in the day. It was like a barter, if you will. And the city of Salem then pulls me over the very next day say, oh, you don't have tags. Well, of course I don't have tags because you people have towed my car. And when you tow someone's car, their ability to work and make a living is absolute zero. I can't afford to do this right now. Give me a ticket. Give me again the next day. Oh, now you don't have insurance on this vehicle. This vehicle is not even registered. I can't afford to register it yet because you took the vehicle that I used to go to work. All right, this continues on and on and on with Salem, Virginia. For Salem, Virginia, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, for the people working in the administrative offices of Salem, Virginia, go fuck yourselves in so many ways. Backwards, side to side, just bend straight, bend over, and fuck yourselves. Fuck yourselves on camera for the world to see. I just want to say that. Mary Ellen at the zoning department, go fuck yourself. All right. What's his name? Chris Pratt. I think Chris Pratt he was someone else. Go fuck yourself. The police officers that pulled me over after they had my car towed, go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves. That's all I have to say tonight, guys. This has been the Banterverse. Thank you guys very much. I got to make like an ass in scat. All right. Once again, trademarked. I made that up. Don't take it. Don't take it. Thank you very much.